All right, it's time for conclusions, results, numbers. After I made this much chocolate, I had a little taste, and I saw that it was not quite sweet enough, so this is the non-sweet, or less sweet, I guess. Some people like that. Oh, jeez. I think I have to clean the lens off a bit here. Yeah, and that color, that's all natural color. So I'll read off all the ingredients also. The little ones are about 4.5 grams, and the round ones are about 13.5 grams. And in total, I made 42 of the round guys and 333 little guys. 333, wow. So that's the less sugar. And let's see, the normal tasting ones. How many of those we have? And it's best to keep it in the freezer. You can keep it in the fridge, but if you keep it in the freezer, it'll travel better. And definitely keep it in a cooler with an ice pack when you travel with it. It's time to be a little bit dramatic. And by the way, this is black walnut, and black walnut and maple are the two best woods to use with food, because if you accidentally eat a little bit of walnut, it's not bad for you, and same with maple. So, yeah, that's 262 little guys right there. And now you can really see what I'm talking about with this chocolate. It's not like any other chocolate. And there's room for anyone to do any kind of artistic expression with this chocolate. You can use my recipe and tweak it any way you want. And wow, with those natural colors, so the blue is phycocyanin, which comes from algae. It's pretty interesting to get that blue pigment, all natural. And then the red or pink is beet powder, and then the grape or the purple actually comes from purple grapes, and turmeric for the yellow, and spirulina for the green. The rest of the ingredients: cacao nibs, a full pound; honey, about 333 grams; coconut oil, about 400 grams; cacao butter, about 300 grams; coconut flakes, 113 grams; cacao powder, 113 grams; maca powder, 30 grams; 227, half a pound of white sesame. And believe me, you want white sesame. If you try brown, you'll regret it. The taste, it just throws the taste off. A hefty amount of mint, I don't know, 9 grams, but you know, mint is light, that's a lot. Cinnamon, 4 grams, or probably a bit more than that. 1 vanilla bean, and 30 grams of greens spread out throughout all these bars. And the total cost of the ingredients, just ratioed out from what I use, is about $70 for all this chocolate. So I definitely invested a lot more time than I would have liked to. But if I had more molds, it would have sped things up. I had to do 10 runs in the fridge with these instead of just making them all at once. I wonder if they'll all fit in there. Oh yeah. So that would sped things up. Also, if you did it an even better way using stone tools, that would add a bit of time because you're not using an automatic grinder. But it would be very well worth it, that's for sure. Yeah, and I definitely extra time getting ready. I actually woke up at 4:40 this morning and just had a nice walk. Had a coffee, got some fresh air, came in, relaxed, got things set up. And in the first video, or part 2, you'll notice the sun's rising. So that's nice, I got to catch that. Well, I don't know if you can notice because the camera's focused right on the table. And that's it, that's how I've made chocolate over the years. I was gonna say 20 years, but I guess it's 19 years I've been doing it. And now you know exactly what's in it. And roughly what it costs, and you know, those molds I got for $2 at the thrift store, but they haven't been used. I wouldn't want to use molds that have been used for something else. And I just had to take the time necessary to complete this all. Whenever you're making chocolate, the last thing you want to do is walk away from it, not finish it. And come back to it later, then it's not the same. It's not as good. You want to get it in the fridge ASAP and all done and wrapped up, cleaned up. Or you're gonna have a bad time. And I'm probably making it look easier than it is. My scale is broken. I would have used the scale to measure everything out. Just, it's helpful. But I've done it so many times that I can get away with not doing that. Obviously, I didn't have enough honey in it to begin with, but that'll benefit someone that just doesn't want their chocolate as sweet. I think someone's going to be happy with that chocolate regardless. And yeah, the cacao butter on the outside, that's something new I tried, and you know, sky's the limit. You can add those natural colors and you can make whatever you can dream of. Before that, we just greased the molds with coconut oil. And I just I had this out because these are the original molds that we use for chocolate bars. These are recyclable, returnable, refundable containers. Well, you have to pay for them, but no one's gonna pay you for them. And yeah, we would make the chocolate bars in here, and you could fit up to 3 inside, and those used to sell for $5 a piece, and then $10 for 3. I always try to make the price as low as possible, and then as you can see, these prices are based on me just going to the store without a business, just paying full price like anyone else. However, if you are able to afford to get bulk orders for a business, then that'll knock down the price dramatically. So yeah, it's a good investment of energy, and I think people are ready for it. People get upset when I make it and then I can't continue to make it for whatever reason. So this time I'm hoping to continue making it. Thank you for your patience. This is my very first time putting myself out there. I thought a lot about how I do it, and then eventually I just figured I just got to do this, and hopefully it's helpful. When I get a computer, I can edit a lot better. I don't even think I'm going to make a chocolate video until I have the abilities to edit it a lot better, and then I'll definitely try something different up with the chocolate. But that's basically what it is. The reason I went with the small molds is it just seems less wasteful that way, and people can have a chance to sample it and try it without having too much at once. And trust me, it's tempting when you're mixing it and pouring the molds. You just want to pour the biggest mold and get it all done at once, and that's okay if you do that, especially if you're just with friends and family. You're all going to eat it anyways. That's a lot easier, a lot faster. You saw in the first video, it took me about 45 minutes to add all the ingredients and mix it up. So that's handy to know. I'd definitely give yourself 2 to 3 hours if it's your first time, and absolutely clean everything before you even get started. Make sure the sink is accessible, so you need hot water to melt the cacao butter if you're going to use that. You don't even have to use that. You can just use coconut oil, sesame seeds, cacao nibs, honey, and that's really all you need. And then the rest just makes it better. One thing I was missing that I couldn't find is carob powder, and carob powder would have sistered up with maca, so they're both the same amount each. So I put 30 grams of maca, I would have put 30 grams of carob. And it's just to kind of blend the flavors, like the coconut flakes ground up, same idea, cacao powder. It's basically powdered cacao nibs, so it's just, that's more of a texture thing. I will get around to filling out the description, just not right now. I've got to get some car parts, and I spent all day doing this. So I really hope it's worth it for at least one person, and if one person's life is improved from this, then it's worth it for me. And thank you for watching, and I hope to have something new in the near future. Thank you. Namaste.